The tiles are made of marble, white, with the lightest streaks of pale caramel running through them. There are only four between them. The Rakhi is in her hands, and yet she does not move. Dad, please. Her brother's voice is an empty plea, hollow of any hope. His usually bright, proud stature is now crumpled and broken with the grief of what was to come. I have no son. Get out! Sakhi watches her brother leave with nothing. When one has to leave behind the people they love, what value can possessions have? Ma howls in her bedroom. Her son is afflicted with something which has no cure. The world doesn't change much, even though everything has changed for Sakhi. Her brother, her dearest playmate, her biggest competition, and her biggest inspiration, is no longer around to teach her or to tease her. There is no one to share chocolates with, and somehow it does not taste as sweet when she eats it all by herself. Every year, she misses the wrist that proudly wore the Rakhis she made with her own hands. One year, she makes it with many colors: blue, red, orange, and yellow, purple, green, and indigo too. But it does not fill up the grey that her brother's absence is. The next year, she makes it with reds and yellows only. Flames are tamed to warm the wrist of her absent brother. Her father peeks into her room. His eyes harden like diamonds, yet they glisten like them too. He leaves, and Snuggy snaps the Rakhi in half. The year after, she ponders on what colors she should pick this time. She is thinking about this question when the bell rings. Her father opens the door, and then there is only silence. But the voice that speaks to break it brushes off all the dust on Sakhi's memories. Dad, this is Sakhi goes out into the living room from where her brother's voice came. He is still at the threshold, and with him is another boy. He is holding her brother's hand as if to encourage him. Her brother's eyes are on her though, or so she thinks, because she cannot see through the tears. This is Satya. He is my boyfriend. Before he could finish, her father moves to close the door. Sakhi finds herself stopping him. No, let him finish. Ma is shocked and still in the corner. She is crying too. Whether the tears are of joy or sorrow, Sakhi cannot tell. Her brother continues after inhaling a shaky breath. We're getting married next month and I want all of you to be there. He blurts out the words in a hurry, as if he were fearful of them never coming out if he does not say them now. Sakhi doesn't understand why her father laughs. I will not come to see you become your depraved self. I have told you once and I will tell you one last time. I have no son. But I have a brother, Sakhi says quietly. There is a silence for a few short seconds. Sakhi's throat is dry, but she continues nevertheless. Manav still has a sister. He still has me. She storms into her room and gets the Rakhis which she had saved with so much love. Her father's expression is a picture of despair. But is it a bit of relief that she sees in them too? In front of everyone, on the day of Rakshabandhan, she ties 3 Rakhis on her brother's wrist. Manav is smiling, eyes wet with disbelief. When Sakhi finishes tying the 3rd Rakhi, Satya claps happily. Manav hugs Sakhi. She could feel all his love, gratitude, and most importantly, forgiveness in that one embrace. When he pulls away, he hands her the wedding card. For Sakhi, it is an invitation to be a part of his happiness again. I'll come, she promises. I'll be the sister I wasn't be able to be in the last few years. I'll wait for you, Manav says with a gentle smile. He takes one last look at his displeased parents and sighs before turning around and leaving. She watches them go till they are but distant spots in the horizon. Her eyes are pinned to her brother's wrist. These sacred threads, which are made with love and blessed with strength, are a promise of the promises she's going to keep. Thank you.